The presence of Islamist terror groups in Africa has drawn the attention of Western policymakers and media. Especially the potential role as breeding ground for terror attacks in Europe is of concern. A recent investigation by German news outlet BR24 points to the danger lingering within large refugee camps such as the Polisario-run Sahrawi camps in Algeria's Tindouf region. Leveraging local conflicts and utilizing the internet for propaganda, jihadist groups target such camps as fertile recruitment ground. Experts warn of the strengthening influence of groups like the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda. They signal the need for increased vigilance and efforts to dismantle these networks, while containing spillover of threats to Europe. In May 2023, a Sahrawi refugee named Mani Ahmed Merhaba, nicknamed Ismail, was convicted in Spain of inciting terror attacks in Europe. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison. According to Spanish media, Ismail published daily calls for jihad and martyrdom on WhatsApp and Telegram. There, he expressed his adherence to the Islamic State and his hatred of Spain, calling it the land of Kufr. German authorities are further investigating his use of a German phone number and contacts with German jihadists. Another example pointing to the abuse of refugee camps for jihadist recruitment is Adnan al-Sahrawi, former leader of the Islamic State in the Greater Sahara, killed by French forces in August 2021. Al-Sahrawi was a Polisario fighter who, like Ismail, grew up in the Tindouf refugee camps. Notorious for a large child soldier army, Polisario-run refugee camps in Algeria are an attractive recruitment target for jihadist groups. Deprived of their families and freedoms from an early age, these children are particularly vulnerable to radicalization. The jihadist presence in the Tindouf camps became visible in 2011 when 3 European aid volunteers were abducted by an Al-Qaeda splinter faction. Experts stress the importance of addressing poverty, weak governance and inequality as key factors which contribute to the recruitment by terrorist groups. Counter-terrorism efforts must focus on strengthening stability, governance and development in conflict-prone regions to diminish the appeal of extremist ideologies. At the same time, entities ruling refugee camps such as the Polisario Front in Tindouf, who are funded by Western aid money, must be held accountable for allowing jihadist groups to radicalize and recruit refugees under their watch. Africa's role as a central hub for jihadist propaganda and recruitment should be of concern to Western countries who can be the target of terror bred in Africa.